Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host. Apologies, I've been setting up my camera. It's not been that easy. I have a brand new camera. It's not been easy.
Guys, all Morton had to do was take out the box, plug it into his
take it out the box, plug it in.
You know, run the program, it works.
No, there's no running programs. You're on mute, thankfully.
Oh, am I now?
No.
Oh, good. Well, I was going to say, what else do you use the camera for, mate? You said you had it in the other room earlier.
Funny.
Apologies, rude one. What are you doing, trying to hug the wall?
No, because I'm too low on my camera and I can't move it. Anyway, Thursday night, good evening. Hope we're all well. Tony's with us. Eddie's with us. Rich, Pat, and Governor. Hopefully, we're with us soon. Maybe Briggsy. Ozzy won't. Ozzy's not too good, and we wish him all the best. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope he gets well soon. So, I hope you are all well. Mingy Wongy's with us. Good evening. Says in our chat. Hope we're doing well. Smash that subscribe. Yes, mate. There are rumours suggesting, right? We're not doing Trafford Donnarumma tonight. It is so boring. No. It's been every show for 2 weeks. I'm bored of the damn thing. Because listen, we'll have a debate. We'll have a chat. We'll slag a few things off. Donnarumma gets picked on Sunday. What's the point?
Yeah.
There we go. Evan are not triggering. They're not triggering the 50, but they will trigger another one. As he is back. Oh God, here we go. Only Saka is needed. Saka's shit, mate. Get on. Anyway, my supporters, Wellington Town. Updates, thing stands. Right, okay. Thank you, Connor. Yep, thank you. Giallian was talking about Trafford. Let's go. Good evening, Tone. Hope you are well.
Thank you. I am.
Good evening to Connor. Good evening to Johnny. But mate, he wants to go. Trafford wants to leave. Move on.
He's gone.
Johnny, you can keep saying that. The player wants to go. What do you do? Anyway, I was absolutely shocked to not to go when I heard bloody news about, oh God, that's all anyone's talking about here. Right, just have your 5 minutes and move on. Go on. Okay, for 5 minutes. I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. Trafford wants to leave. He doesn't want to be number 2. Donnarumma's number 1. Trafford's probably going to leave in the summer. Move on.
Well, are these people saying that Trafford should be playing ahead of Donnarumma? Is that, or just that he should just stay as number 2?
We're going to have 5 minutes, Pardo, and we'll move on because that's all anyone's talking about. And I don't want it to then interrupt the rest of the show. So my apologies. I'm with you, Pardo.
People are saying we play better with Trafford, Tom.
Right. I mean, I don't know what I don't even know what to say. I think my view is that people are perhaps overrating Trafford based on the small sample size. I think he's a very good young keeper, very good, big talent, but he's not as good as Donnarumma. Let's not make out he is. Maybe one day he might be. But, people want the players, they want the trophies, they want the talent here. You get one, and then it's, we'll kick him out and we'll wait 3 or 4 years for Trafford to try and reach that level. So, look, he's a good young lad, a good young keeper, but he needs to be playing. He's not going to play here. That's clear. Pep's clearly going with Donnarumma. Whether people agree with that or not, everyone's entitled to their own view. I think Donnarumma should be playing. I think it would be madness to be playing Trafford above Donnarumma in Premier League games. That's just my view. And I don't really follow the narrative that Donnarumma cannot play with his feet or cannot improve with his feet. I think he can. Pep says he can. So Pep says he can. To me, he can. And he's one of the best shot stoppers on the planet. When we had Edison, all we heard was we need a keeper that can save. We buy a keeper that can save. So now we want to go back to, I want one that's good with his feet. So, yeah, it's Donnarumma for me. It's not even I think Briggsy said it yesterday on your chat. It's not even a conversation that I've really been part of, to be honest. That's my view.
Luke, spot on, mate. We don't have a say in how the club is run. Just because you have thousands of followers doesn't mean you have a say in how the club is run. Spot on.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything Tony said. I think people are going off a small sample size. People are thinking about 4 games, and he's probably played in double that, and 50% he's been good, 50% he's been shaky. I mean, like any young keeper would be. I just want people to remember that PSG thought the same thing, and all their fans want Donnarumma back. So, I think we just need to be a little, I know we're trying to be quick on the gun, but then we're saying the same thing last year about McAtee. I remember people saying the same thing about him. I mean,
spot on.
So I think we just need to calm down, let the club do what they do, and Donnarumma has been really good for us. A bad couple of games doesn't change how good he's been for us this season.
It seems to be that one against West Ham that's triggered some people, but I can guarantee you some of them same people that are calling for Trafford to be playing are the same people that hammered him after Spurs home. And we must get Donnarumma in now straight after that game. So only some people. Football's very overreactionary now, very fickle. And what happened in the last game is the only thing that matters now. What happened in the past week is the only thing. It's Pep in, Pep out. Trafford in, Trafford out. Donnarumma's now out. Oh, by the way, Donnarumma on Extra was voted our player of the season in February with 71% of the votes. Suddenly, a month later, one mistake against West Ham, and it's, well, he can disappear now as well. Let's bring the young lad in. It's madness to me.
By the way, this is not, nobody is having to go at Trafford. Trafford is a brilliant.
No.
If Trafford was willing to be a squad player, then great. This is the part people are not listening to. He doesn't want to be a squad player, clearly. He wants to be number 1. Donnarumma's here. It's not Donnarumma's fault. Pep bought him. The club bought him. It's not Trafford's fault. It's just the way it's gone. It's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, they're not going to sell Donnarumma. That's madness. He's not better than Donnarumma. He may be in a few years, but he's not now. That's not disrespecting Trafford. He's just not as good as Donnarumma. He does deserve to be a number 1 at a good club. Sadly, it's just, it's like saying James Trafford should be number 1 at Real Madrid. Doesn't matter. We've got to look at ourselves like a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, etc. So it is what it is. It's sad. It's not brilliant, but it is what it is. It's football. James Trafford is going to go on and have a great career wherever he goes. City will make a little bit of profit. Listen, it's his choice at the end of the day. He looks like he wants to go. That's the bit everyone is missing in this part. He is saying he wants to go. No one at City is kicking him out. No one here is kicking him out. The decision is on Trafford. And Trafford has to do what is best for James Trafford. And everyone is spot on. James Trafford has a couple of bad games and everyone will cry for Donnarumma back. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't
Trafford
treat players like this.
Yeah, if Trafford plays against Chelsea, drops one in the last minute and, we drop points, then it's, I'll get rid of him, he's shy. Donnarumma, he can't be player of the season up till Feb per fans vote, thousands of votes, and then just say, oh, well, no. He made a clanger against West Ham. If the club won't run like that either, thankfully. You can't run a team like that. We'll end up like bloody Chelsea, just, 200 bloody 20-year-olds in the team who are all overrated and not ready, and spend $2 billion on it. So, yeah.
Not in my one way or the other, or the other anyway. Because Trafford's making it like that, mate, because Trafford wants to be number one.
Which is fair enough.
Being number two.
Which is
this. What I mean. Trafford's. It's not a bad. By the way, I'm not having to go to Trafford for it. Trafford wants to be number one. He doesn't want to play cup games. He wants to play Premier League and Champions League. He's not going to do that here.
Yeah, and also this thing about teams don't press. With Donnarumma and so on, I went back and looked at some, not all, of the Liverpool Forest, and there was another game in there. Maybe Brighton. I can't remember. 3 games, and teams were pressing. This I've seen people saying they don't press us when Donnarumma's in goal and so on. Sorry, Trafford. Yeah, and or when Donnarumma's been in goal. Sorry, the other way. I completely muddled that up. But you know what I'm getting at. And I didn't find that when I watched the games. I didn't really find many differences in the way the opposition played with Donnarumma. But look, Pep says he can improve Donnarumma's distribution, which in my view is not as bad as some people make out. So there we are.
Listen, it's an opinion, and it is.
Yeah.
Big up Lazila. I don't know, mate. We're not here. Listen, Trafford's a good lad, brilliant player, but it is what it is. Right, let's move on. Obviously, we are going to talk the back to league action. We are back to league action, gentlemen. We're back to league action. Feels like it's been about 6 weeks.
I think it has.
Yeah, with the international break and then the cups.
Yeah. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
You're only doing a watch along, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just going to look now. I think it was March when we last know it. Yeah. 14th of March, the last time we played in the league. 14th of March, it's nearly a month ago. Jesus, man. Nearly a month ago since we played Premier League football. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, you think of the Rags, they're out of everything. They only play about 1 game a month now.
They've not played for 6 months.
Oh, but they're back.
Elliot. By the way, Elliot, if you want to join us, just let us know and I can treat you the link, mate. I blame Diaz for the Donna hate.
For Christ's
yeah,
sake.
Diaz this fault.
Elliot had you on bloody string earlier. He wound you up so much you called me after to have a go at me.
No. Well, I have got. I did get a bit ranty with you on the phone earlier. I admit that.
You did.
Got a little bit ranty with you earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Which the point is, you WhatsApped me straight after and went, "Now that's a proper meltdown."
And it was. You proper went at me there. You're wrong, Joe. You're wrong.
Because it's your opinion, but I thought your opinion was bullshit.
I get that often.
To say this squad, I'll tell you what it was, chat. He said this squad is better than the treble squad.
No, I
Tone's
didn't say
exact
that.
word. Yeah, don't lie now.
No, I
Don't
didn't.
lie. You said this squad was as good, if not better, than.
Right.
And then you read me the bench from the Champions League final, and
Yes.
read me the bench from Saturday, and went, see, I told you.
But it's true. Look at the bench for the Champ League. I've got it here, right? I'm sorry, Ed, to jump into this, mate. But this bench
Ed,
was the
cook him,
Champ League final,
Ed.
right? Ortega, Carson. This is just some of the bench, so it suits my agenda. Phillips, Sergio Gomez, Perone or whatever he's called. Penalty Palmer and Rico Lewis. Now that is the Champions League
Penalty
final. All I
Palmer.
was saying.
Whoa. Penalty Palmer.
That's the only thing he does, isn't it? Take bloody penalties. I'm going to get rinsed on here, I can tell.
Tom, are you talking from a squad perspective? Because if you go to the 11, it's not even close, mate. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Evening, gents.
Evening, mate.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ed?
Sorry, guys, the walk down south does make you go delusional.
Wait, wasn't Foden on that bench and Foden subbed on?
Yeah, Foden was on the bench and Mahrez, Alvarez. So there was good players. But what I'm saying is that I was saying the squad.
Come on, Tom. Come on now.
What the whole bench?
Well, first of all, Pep doesn't even play the whole bench. So let's talk about the people he does play off the bench. You talking about a Foden, a Julian Alvarez, a Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, but the squad, Ed, I was saying the squad, there's not that much. I don't think there's that much difference when I see the names on paper between now and then.
Okay, let's read off our bench, right? Savinho, right? Savinho.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foden.
Let's say an out of form Foden at that. An out of form Foden. All right.
I'm trying to find a bench, a recent one.
Marmouche.
Well, here's the Carabao one, Ed, right? Here's the Carabao bench for City. Carabao final. Donnarumma, John Stones, Aït-Nouri, Foden, Reinders, Kovacic, Nico G, who apparently is the best player ever now, Savinho, and Marmouche. Now, that's a strong bench. That's all I said was, and Martin was saying everyone's finished. Get everybody out.
Okay, let's go through this bench again, right? We're talking about Savinho that hasn't scored a goal in how long? Okay. I'm sorry, we're gonna go there. Okay. We're talking about a Nico G, right? He's the backup for Roger, right? Kovacic, who hasn't even kicked the ball all season. Right?
Yeah.
John Stones. Oh, here comes Rich when I'm about to say this. John Stones.
Oh no.
Come on.
I've got my lawyers with me.
Okay, so I'm sorry, mate. I don't think the bench is close. I don't think the bench.
Right, Rich, have you heard anything that's been said in the last 3 minutes?
No.
Tone thinks this squad we have now is as good as, if not better than, the treble-winning squad.
It's bollocks. I did not say that.
Potentially or actually?
No, he said it is.
No, but I said it in terms of the squad.
What's he drinking?
J2O so far. It's his sponsorship, Martin.
I mean, as in Tone, you're saying that, you know, today's squad has depth. It doesn't have time in role to actually build and everything, because obviously that treble squad was not too dissimilar a few years earlier when it was not as good, and it improved considerably over the years. Are you saying that today's squad, with that time improving, could become
No,
No.
stop giving. No,
Yeah,
that wasn't
yes,
what he
Rich,
said. I was
Rich.
on the phone
No.
call. He said, right now, it is better than what we had in the treble season.
No. What I was saying was on paper, and I did say potentially, Martin, I did on the call say that our squad now is as good as that Champions League final squad on paper. Sergio Gomez is on it, for Christ's sake. I mean, what more do you want?
Bloody hell, since this debate's come up, every bugger's appeared now. Everyone's here.
But Tony, you're forgetting that there's 3 or 4 people on the treble. I mean, on the Champions final bench that you would take over anybody on this bench.
What's that? Sorry.
I'm saying you would take a Julian Alvarez over anybody on this bench that we have now.
I don't know. Really? Was he that good? Because I remember him being criticised back then.
That's a wind up. That was a wind. That's rage bait. That's rage bait. That's rage bait.
Who's rage baiting?
I'm going to have to come in on this conversation.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I cannot take, Tone. Like, this take is fucking mad, mate, to put it. Sorry, I know it's before 10 o'clock and all that. But, man, come on,
Governor,
man.
I'm not going to be
You know
that. Elliot, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt. Governor, I'm just going to mute you because we can hear every noise in your car at the minute, mate.
Okay, cheers. I'll do it.
Right, go on, Elliot. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Me and Tom spoke about this privately on message, so it's nothing what I haven't said to him. But the fact you can look at that bench and say that squad is close to the one we currently have, madness. Because for me, Mahrez even now would have a shout of coming on before the likes of Savio, before if Doku wasn't playing. Mamouche at the minute, because he's not favoured. Well, there's no secret with Mamouche that it seems to be going on there, whether Pep fancy him or not. So for me, Laporte, yeah, I get the Laporte shout. Laporte was coming towards the end of his City career. There's no secret on that. But Jesus, mate, like, yeah. And another thing as well, look how good his starting 11 was. That's the other side of it as well.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying it's not a good squad or anything like that. All I'm saying is Martin berated
He's going to shout
the
at me later.
Martin berated the squad for about 15 minutes, right? It was a proper full-scale meltdown and rant on the phone. I was literally stood in this same room just going, what the hell's going on? And I defended him. I defended our squad. I should be given credit. I defended him against Martin, who's given up. He called me Happy Clapper.
I did. I called Tony Happy Clapper on the phone.
That
was
offensive.
The funniest part. No, listen. No, I get potentially. I'm with you, but potential's as two or three seasons down the line. I don't think my argument was for you, Tone. The players we've signed in the last since the treble have not been on par with the players we signed to get to the treble.
No, I don't agree with that.
I'm sorry, I've got Jeremy Doku, who has scored what did you say? 4 goals in how many years?
7 in 4 years.
7 in 4 years.
Apparently.
Yeah, which Martin, to be fair, is not unlike Jack Grealish, who scored about 7 in 4 years, playing the same position. Right. So if you use that stat, we can't say Doku's rubbish because he doesn't score when he replaced a player who we said was rubbish because he didn't score.
Rich, was Jack Grealish part of the treble season, would you say?
Of course he was. But Martin
do you think Doku's been a big part? Do you think Doku been a big part of any trophy what we've won in the last 3 years?
Yeah, I think Doku.
Really?
I'd pick. Yeah, I like Doku better than Grealish, but
So
No,
why
I'll
did
tell you
how
what,
come
I
how
had a
come
chat with
how
Elliot
come
earlier.
Mamouche how come Mamouche come in last season and play straight away?
Because Doku has muscular injuries because of his power.
Oh, come on, man.
and his
Come
weight.
on, we're not going to have the injury road. We're not going to have the injury road again, Rich.
I'm going to put this in a release, and I said this to Tone earlier, and Elliot woke my eyes up to this, so I will admit it. We could have bought, we turned down Elise at 65 million to buy Doku at 65 million. Desiree Dewey was at the same place as Doku was, gone to PSG, done it. We could have got better for 65 million. Right or wrong?
Possibly, but we could have got a lot worse. I mean, that's just hindsight. There's been a lot worse pay. We could have gone and signed Anthony.
I'm going to say this. I've never
more.
said this before, but I'm going to admit it. Right now, Nico G is not blowing my skirt up.
Not blowing your skirt up.
Right?
Pause.
Listen, but my point is, we bought 10, 12 players in the last 18 months, and 4 or 5 of them are leaving the club potentially in the summer. That worries me. Why? What have we done with the money? Why? We never used to buy players and 18 months for big money, and then 18 months later, a lot of them were potentially going out the door. That wasn't the way we used to do it. Right or wrong?
I think we were a different team.
The Trafford Echeverri victories and £9 shows that, Martin.
I think we're a different team now with different expectations. You can't compare City, coming out of, say, the Pellegrini era, where we'd won 2 titles in 30, 40 years, to the City now, which expects a title every season. So I think we're a different club today than we were 10 years ago, and we have to accept that the time we would have given a player, in 2010 and the time we give a player today is not the same.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah. But you look in the summer, we are potentially losing. We're potentially looking at losing. These are the rumours that are going round, and some things mean tone about others. Nico J, there's a question mark over to Johnny Reinders right now because he's just not playing anymore, Rich. He's just not playing. Savinio, I'll give him the time. Doku, like they've said, 4 years and scored what? I'm not trying to be thingy, but Victor Hayes we bought, he's out on loan. Echeverri we bought out on loan. Naipan's in the EDS.
Trafford,
that combined is 50 million.
Yeah, but are you saying Victor Hayes is a waste of money?
No, and what I'm asking, we didn't used to spend 30, 40 million and send them out on loan for 2 years.
That's just the market, though, Martin. You can't control the market.
That's my issue. Cherka, I think, has been fabulous. Absolute success, Cherka. My point is, 3-4 years ago, I needed 3-4 hands.
You got to put Husanoff?
Yeah, Husanoff, I agree. I needed my hands, Rich's hands, and Ed's hands to get the plays we've got correct. Right now, who we've signed in the last 18 months, I'm probably at one hand.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go on, Tom.
Yeah, sorry,
go on, Matt.
No, you go.
No, I was just going to say, can I ask you a question? And the question would be is, who would you say has been his best winger this season so far? Take the biasness away, take the favouritism away. For me, and it shows, is Semenyo. And we signed Semenyo in January.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the point is that's fine. That's fine. I'm all right with that. But the question needs to be, is that right? Should that be like that when a new player's just coming in January? Should he be his best winger?
Yeah, but it just.
But Elliot, let me just say this. But Elliot, you're buying him to come in January because he's probably better than what you already got. That's why you buy a January.
But that's Martin's point. That's what Martin's saying. What Martin's saying then is obviously right, because if you're bringing a player in January and is better than what we've currently had for the past 3 years, I'll say it as it is. And I know Martin's not going to say this, and he's probably never going to say this, and he's probably afraid to say this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's a different energy for certain different players. And when we just touched on it then regarding Jack Grealish offered us way more off the ball, on the ball, than what Jeremy Doku does in certain games, but people will not call it out. People will not call it out when Jeremy Doku doesn't get a goal or get an assist. But then as soon as he gets a goal and assist, all of a sudden he's the best winger in the world.
Well, Elliot, if we're going to be fair here, per minute, Doku has better stats than Jack Grealish. If we're just being honest here.
Right. So that's fine. How many minutes in the treble season? That's right. The treble season did Jack Grealish play for our club?
But just a random thing here. I just picked up a random season, Elliot, 2020-21. See who we signed and who left us that summer. So our signings that summer: Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake, Ferran Torres, N. Bustos, who I have to say I can't even remember as signing, D. Rosa, Yan Quito, Chikabore. So 7 signings, 5 were on the youngs. Well, no, 3 big signings, 4 youngsters. Of those youngsters, 1 of them we got money for. 2, I have to say, I can barely even remember hearing of, and 1 of them's playing not badly for Wrexham at the minute. Of the 3 big signings, you know, Diaz was a very good signing. Ake was pretty good, and you know, Torres financially okay, but a bit of a disaster on the pitch. So that's a window that it's not that different to me from ones we've had now. Probably spent a bit less money on big players, but you know, we weren't killing it every summer. I think we built a core of a team which was incredible, but we also we can't go back and provide too much revision. It's like there were people melting down in March and April of the treble season. We're going to win nothing. Arsenal's going to win the league. We're rubbish, And we had those same meltdowns. And, you know, Riyad Mahrez cracks me up. I always loved Riyad Mahrez. I stuck up for him. But on this show, Riyad Mahrez was getting slagged off every episode. He doesn't track back. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, he's not good enough for City. You know, he got... And after he left, he suddenly became like Messi, like he was the best player to ever play for City. You know, Jack Grealish, you know, is a funny one because, again, he got slated the whole time he was here because he didn't get goals, he didn't get assists, he wasn't providing an output. But when we won the treble, it's almost like, well, people suddenly see him as part of the team and start changing what they said. So, you know, I think there's some point that we look back at the treble now because we won very differently to how a lot of people were talking about it during that season when we were just poor second also runs to Arsenal, and you know we were.
This is my point, Rich. I agreed there was criticisms, Rich, but Andy makes a really good point. Rich, Mahrez was brilliant for us, but we're seeing it now because of what we've replaced him with.
Yeah, but hang on, Martin. Andy's also said, and Steve Black have also said as well above, that why are we writing some of these players off though? They haven't even been here a year. I mean, some of them. No, Doku, that's fine. But I've seen Marmoush, Nico G's name thrown out there.
But Tone, you know 100%. Listen, I think Nico G's a good player, 100%. But why is he not playing?
Ask Pep.
Well,
by the way, he's not getting any minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. But Rodri's back, isn't he? Rodri's back. Rodri plays.
Unless he was told that when he came.
So we spent 55 million on someone who plays when Rodri's got an injury then, basically.
Yeah, but we've had this before. The bench has had players that were 40, 50 mil, 60, 65 mil, 100 million in Grealish's case.
That's when you have to have a good bench.
Martin, if we didn't pay the 55 million for Nico G, I can guarantee you right now, we'll be talking about a player like a Calvin Phillips, like another player, and you'll be saying he shouldn't even be here. And when Nico G came in, he actually made us solid when he was in the midfield. And people just have to say that for 6 months, we had to spend a lot of money to make sure we were in Champions League. That's what happened, and we just got to be honest about it. The club said it's worth it for us to spend a certain amount of money for us to get Champions League.
Over the years, when we've been in cup games, our bench has been worth more than, I could say, a championship team.
Okay, how many of the current City squad get into Bayern Munich's PSG's team?
Two.
Squad.
No, because no. By the way, I'm asking that, and people are going to think I'm being unfair. I'm asking that question because that's the level we're trying to get to. Those are the teams we've got to.
Wait a minute. Haaland would get in. Rodri get in.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. I would Haaland getting over the Ballon d'Or winner.
What?
Haaland,
yeah.
Haaland gets in every single team in Europe.
No, it doesn't. He won't get another
See,
Madrid.
I'm probably going to say four.
Madrid wouldn't have him in their team over Mbappe either.
But in the treble season, I had about 9 or 10. I would agree with Andy there. Four, spot on.
Kushinov,
Cherky, Gavardio, that's 6.
6? Who else are putting in?
You say Diaz?
Diaz. I'll say who's
Who else are putting in here? 1 minute, 6. Who's getting in? Who's 6 players? Who's 6? Ed, who's 6 players getting into PSG's team?
Good debate, innit? Good debate.
Ed,
it must mean
who's 6 players getting into PSG's team?
So Gavardio wouldn't get into PSG or Bayern Munich team.
No, I'm on about PSG. I'm just saying PSG.
So wait, Gavardio wouldn't get into PSG.
Right, that's 1.
Okay, Gahey wouldn't get into PSG.
No, not the Pacho.
Guardiola?
No, he's
Guardiola, yeah, Guardiola.
Luzhnov wouldn't get into PSG.
No.
Donnarumma or Trafford?
Yeah, Donnarumma would.
Yeah.
Would.
Okay, then.
It's better than what they've got now.
Sorry, can I switch this around? Let me switch this around. Bayern Munich's 11 on Saturday. Sorry, on Tuesday night. Neuer, Stanisic, Upamecano, Tart, and Lima. I'd probably say back line. I'd say City could have a lot of that, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you get in front of Upamecano.
Elise, Gnabry, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane.
I'm sorry, I don't think he's that much better than us. And I know what people say, City are out buying a through and whatever. I don't see it. People saying 2. Elliot, no, mate.
Why? Why is it not 2 on current form?
It's just not 2. You've missed
Well,
out.
Guardiola ain't fit, is there? Guardiola ain't fit. No, Haaland will get another key in this season, son. In the last 2 seasons.
All right, then. I'll switch it around to the PSG team. Hakimi would get in. Right, wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
Even though, by the way, I think Nunes has been fucking fabulous. Nunes has been amazing.
Yeah, you would take the fullbacks.
Marquinhos.
No.
Pacho.
I'd have Kushinov. I'd have Kushinov over Marquinhos.
João Neves. We'd all take João Neves.
Yeah.
A lot of us would take Vitinha.
Yeah.
A lot of us would take Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
Desiree Dewey, a lot of
Kvaratskhelia? I wouldn't have him in. I wouldn't have Kvaratskhelia.
I wouldn't have him in either, no. Listen, I'm not slamming our team. I think we've got... I'm not disrespecting it. I'm not. That isn't the question.
Bloody are.
No, I'm not. The question I'm asking is, have we fallen a little bit in the players we're signing? That was my overall question.
Yep.
I think it's
that
too
was my
early.
question.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think it's too early to know, because if you looked at their first 3 months in the team, you would say Semenyo is better than David Silva, but he isn't. David Silva's miles better than Semenyo. But in the first 3 months, Semenyo has played better for us than
I'm not doing that, Andy.
Mahrez
I'm not
or
doing
any of
that.
those players are. And as for the kids, as for someone like Kuzanov, he's got incredible potential. We could have signed someone who has more impact on the club than Company, but we don't know because he doesn't. Does he come on like we think he can, or doesn't he? He could be the best centre back in the world. Trafford could be the best goalkeeper in the world. I mean, they've got immense potential, but until we've seen them for 3 or 4 years, we can't. We can only compare them to the players in that treble squad at that stage of their career.
But Joshua, that's my issue. Problem is not the players' recruitment is, but that's what we're talking about. The players we've recruited. Are they as good as what we want?
There every year, can you? You can't be up there every year. You can be there and thereabouts, but you can't be up there every year.
No, Governor, I agree. I'm not saying that. Because I was looking at it earlier and I was working out the squad on the players that are potentially, on the players that are not playing and the players that have been linked to leave. It's a lot of the new ones we've bought in the last 18 months, which means we've misprofiled somewhere.
No, we haven't. They need more time. That's what we're saying. They've got to have more time. You're judging. You're the first one to have a go at people saying you need to give them
all right,
time.
No, hang on. Well, let me explain. So, why can Nico G not do the Bernardo role? Why are they going out buying Elliot Anderson?
But Nico G was never a player for the Bernardo role. He was signed because
he was a number 8 at Porto, Rich.
But he didn't play a Bernardo role. Bernardo is a right winger, attacking midfielder. He just has the ability to float all over the pitch. This is the point. No one would replace Bernardo. We could go and sign anyone in world football and they won't replace Bernardo because there is not an attacking brilliant right winger who can slide into number 10, number 8, number 6, left back, understand Pep's instructions and go all over the pitch.
Secretly, O'Reilly is everywhere on the pitch. If you look at his heat map, he's everywhere.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't think it. He's probably the closest we've got to a player who can replace Bernardo. We're going to have a different way of playing when Bernardo's gone. We'll have to.
See, how am I chatting shit? Am I chatting shit?
I've seen a heat map of him twice. Sorry, O'Reilly. When he played left back this season, I think he's played 34 times or something. I can't remember now. The heat map was all down one side. When he played in midfield, you should see his heat map. It's everywhere. Everywhere.
Is Elliot Anderson good enough?
Yeah, hopefully.
On what?
Well,
on what basis are you going off that thought on?
Just what I've seen of him this season from Forest or last season as well. I've just been really impressed with him. I think he looks really good.
Is he not shining out due to the team he's in?
I was going to say that, Elliot.
Maybe.
He'll come into a better side, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can say that about any player. You can say that if you got a player from Benfica. You can say that about if you got a player from anywhere.
Yeah, do we not buy anybody that's lower than us in the league then?
No, I'm not saying that. Just saying, is he the right person?
Go back to being happy clapper? Should I just go back to being happy clapper then? Everyone's happy then.
Well, he's a workhorse, isn't he? And that's what we're missing in there once Bernardo goes. Pretty simple.
Just going to do these very quickly. SOS for the 35 months. Thank you, my buddy. Thank you so much. And I hope you are well for renewing. Bella with the 35 months as well. Hope you are well. Thank you very much, Bella. And Bevo, who we are missing a lot. And I hope you get well soon, mate. Big up, lads. Nice to see you back, Tone. Watching from my pit, proper ill. And I hope you get better soon, mate.
Get well, mate.
Yeah, get well.
Get well.
I think with Anderson though, Anderson, ultimately Declan Rice went to Arsenal from a team who were not much better than Forest are. They'd have a season up the top, a season down the bottom. And Declan Rice has slipped into the Arsenal team really well. When they've played for England, Elliot Anderson certainly hasn't looked any weaker for England, and Declan Rice has looked for England.
Looks
so
good.
He's looked like he's stepped up into that England game. I mean, we don't know if he'll make it at City. That only time will tell. But he stepped up for England incredibly, and we've seen Declan Rice step up from a team similar to Forest and West Ham and done really well. So, have some. I mean, he seems like a gamble based on this season that's probably a sensible gamble and probably more likely than not to make it. Semenyo stepped up from Bournemouth. Gay stepped up from Palace.
Right, no, so you're spot on, Rich. Those players are bang on. Right, I agree with you. Very good quality players. I'm not asking to buy a fortune. I'm not saying these players are bad players. I think we've misprofiled some of them. That's my point.
Who's misprofiled? Why would they misprofile them?
You want me to be honest with you? I think Diana's misprofiled them.
You mean he's getting players that Pep wouldn't want?
What do you mean, Martin?
Pep's on record that he didn't even know about Mamouche when we bought him. That was a quote from Pep. I had to go and watch him.
Doesn't mean he's been misprofiled.
So, do you mean that when we buy players, Pep puts them in a different position?
No, what I mean is, if Pep wanted Omar Mamouche and knew all about him, why is he going researching him when we bought him?
Well, to be fair,
we have done it with the
Pep
wingers.
had enough on his hands during that season with his divorce. I'm not
saying there's not, and I'm not saying there's circumstances around that. I'm not. So is that why you have an analysis team and a recruitment team that help you out? What I'm saying is maybe, and this is just a theory, Viana's gone, I'm in charge, I'm going to chuck the credit card around a bit and see where we're
Wait a minute, wasn't Tiki Marmouche?
It was both of them.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just Viana's fault. That's what I'm saying. It's Viana's fault.
Yeah, Martin, you've had a mare there.
Have I had a mare? If you're buying someone for nearly 60 million quid and they could be leaving 12 months later, there's clearly a problem.
But who said he's going?
Right. Would you like me to read you the WhatsApp message you sent me last week on Nico G? Because I'll do it. Listen, if you're going to be the dick on this, I'll be the dick right back, sunshine. Shall I do it? Exactly. So who
the other way around,
then?
The other way around, Martin, we have bought players that we should have got rid of 12 months later.
Who?
I.e. Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about, I find like Mamouche and Nico G hard ones to talk about in many ways because I think Nico G, we all thought we're signing a number 6. He actually started to play bloody well as a number 6. It's just Pep loves Rodri. And, understandably, he won as a treble, he won the Ballon d'Or. So I think Nico G, in November, December, we're all glazing him, saying he's doing brilliantly. What a squad member. Just that when Rodri's fit, Nico G doesn't get a look in. So Nico G's, if Nico G leaves, it's not because City want shot of him. He hasn't done the job. It's because he wants football. And if Rodri's staying, he's not going to get a look in. And possibly he doesn't like the drizzle in Manchester, or his girlfriend doesn't. But,
okay,
so that's not a problem of our signing. That is almost a problem that
Rick,
sign a mint player.
Rich, let me ask you all a question as a panel. The money we spent on Nico J and the money we spent on, say, Ryan, by the way, I like Reinders, or somebody else. Why didn't we just go and do the 100 million for Bruno G?
because, well, Bruno G maybe could have played alongside Rodri, but we'd have exactly the same problem if we'd have signed any number 6 if Rodri comes back and he's playing every week. And
it comes down to sorry, go on. It comes down to Pep's trusted players. That's what it comes down to, isn't it?
No, but we talk about this all the time. That's the club's philosophy. You know, we mention this all the time when we're talking about 100 million plus players. That's not a I don't think that's a recruitment team. I think that's coming from the hierarchy.
And let's be quite honest, if we hadn't signed Nico G, we'd probably be battling Liverpool now for getting into the Champions League. Because Nico G was important enough for us through Jan and Feb from August. Nico G was important enough to us that we are in we're a long shot for the title, but we're in a battle for the title because we signed Nico G. So that's probably worth 30, 40 million to us as a club. You know, potentially if it gets us in the Champions League versus missing it, it's worth 150 million to us as a club. So I don't think we can say Marmoush, he got injured at the start of the season. He didn't really he wasn't even really match fit till after the AFCON in January. So Marmoush, we were all pretty pleased with him for the second half of last season. You know, he was obviously signed knowingly as backup to Haaland, he's barely got injured for, he doesn't get injured that often, and he used to get injured a lot more when he was at Dortmund. He used to miss more games. So again, Marmoush, we've had to play. It's either in games that Haaland's been rested for, which isn't many because he's been fit the whole time, or he's been tried to work out how we're going to play him on the wing, because we haven't quite figured out how to play him as a number 10. But part of that's because Cherky's been such a good signing. So again, I think if Marmoush goes, we can ask for as much money or more as we signed him for, because I don't think, it's not like Marmoush has looked bad, looked terrible. He scored good goals last season, and I thought Marmoush was going to be one of our best players this season based on last season. I thought he's going to come forward, but then he gets injured, and then he's out of the team for, pretty much.
But Rich, you can't say that because last season, remember, he's played a lot when Alan was injured.
Yeah, but that was because Doku was hurt.
So how can you say he's going to have a good season unless you're dropping Ireland?
Well, because I did think maybe we'd figure out a way to play him in one of the three positions alongside Haaland, because he makes great runs, he gets goals. I thought, can he be our David Villa? But then we go into this season and he's injured. He doesn't play for 4 or 5 months, and we go to.
Why is everyone got off camera?
What are they up to? Oh,
there's Ed. Ed's on camera now.
Hey.
Marmoush would be a good frontline player for someone. He's just not going to get in because of Ireland. I mean, it would be good for someone.
The channel of the invisible man.
When we got Cherky, Marmoush is just pushed out. There's no position for him.
Well, I think Semenyo's shown that, I thought, could Marmoush play a role a bit more like Semenyo's played, but Semenyo has done it and shown he can be a bit more effective at getting goals and going wide and being a bit more flexible. That's what Semenyo's doing this year is kind of what I hope Marmoush would do. Getting goals, getting assists, going wide, coming in, But, I think partly you don't necessarily want 2 players like that, because I think regardless of what people think about his final XG output, Doku terrifies other teams, and Doku does cause chaos. Doku brings 2 or 3 markers over to him, creates space.
He also brings chaos to us, though, Rich.
Well, he can do. He can do, but I think when you've been like us playing against low block,
he likes them blind alleys, to be fair. He does like them blind alleys.
But we have to break down low blocks. We have to break down really organised defences. And I think Doku is one of the players who brings in an element. Yeah, you say to us as well, but he brings in an element of pulling 2 or 3 defenders over. He can beat any player. There's not a right back Doku can't beat.
Rich, he
And
gives me
he can
whiplash.
go right or
watching him.
left. Yeah, I know, but that's the point. He gives opposition defenders whiplash.
I'm just going to do this before we bring Andy in. Bevo, thank you again for the $4.99, my mucker. Stick my neck out now and tell you Rodri deal on the table. You need to change that 2 to a 3. 375 grand is the rumours. 2-year contract with option for next year. He will renew before the end of the season. I pray you are correct, my friend. Thank you so much.
The only misprofile I have is Reiner's. That's the only misprofile, and I'm still going to give him some time. That's the only guy I'm looking at in the past 18 months where I'm questioning. For me.
Doku used to play on the right for Rennes, no?
Yes.
So he'll
He
be
can play both. He can do both. Yeah.
That's what I said earlier. When we bought the wingers, Pep put them on the opposite side that we bought them from.
So you could class that would be his profile then.
You told me you've only got 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Some might say Doku's not playing on the wrong side. His boots are on the wrong feet.
You're not allowed to do that, Andy. You got about the players. Come on now, you're talking. Don't be all nasty.
Just a joke. So come on, come on. I'll give you 5-10 minutes. Go on.
Come on, you said Martin's wrong.
Well, you don't need me on to tell you that. Everybody in the chat knows that.
Yeah. Carry on.
So, I forgot what you was on about now.
I was saying we missed profiles
waffling.
from signings.
He was bloody waffling again.
So why try to belittle Tone when he was saying that this squad? I think Tone's sort of right on it. It was only last week, me and you. Well, in fact, this week, me and you was talking when we said this squad has got the makings of something really, really special.
Potentially. What I said.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Tone didn't say potentially.
That's like saying, but hang on. That's like saying potentially Rodri could have missed that winning goal.
And I don't know if you missed it. It was from a conversation I had with Tone earlier, and Tone said this squad is as good, if not better, than the treble squad. Word for word. That's what he said. There was no potential. There was nothing potential about it.
Well, hang on. So, Martin, take the Champions League out of it because we're not going to win that this season. We might end up with the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. Mm-hmm. So what? So, give me some balance on that.
Because we used the
potential.
We used the squad in that. We didn't. When you look in the treble season, like I said, Sergio Gomez wasn't being used at all. Calvin Phillips
was not getting used.
Alvarez was and Mahrez.
Alvarez was. Foden was coming off the bench and was doing things. I'm not saying players we've got now, but there are players, Andy, we've bought in the last 12 months who are just not even getting a minute anymore. And they've not had minutes for a while.
But if I'm not mistaken, towards the end of the season in the treble winning season, we picked the same players on the back end of that season, consistently the same 11, if I'm not mistaken. And we seem to do that the back end of every single season.
Consistent.
Barring the sem, I think it was barring the semis and the FA Cup. Barring that game, I think it was. But
and that's what I'm saying. So we're not doing anything different this season than what we've done for previous seasons. But because the big glittery Premier League and Champions League trophy possibly are not up for grabs this season, well, definitely not the Champions League. It seems like we're disrespecting our current squad at the moment, and I don't mean just you, Martin.
But I'm not disrespecting them.
No, we're not. But somehow we're disrespecting because it's only the Carabao Cup. We're not looking at, and again, I'll keep using the word potential because we've already improved on last season by winning a trophy. We've already improved by us going to finish. Well, I'm guaranteed we'll finish at least second place in the Premier League. So that's an improvement, year-on-year improvement on what we've seen from last season. So some of them players need to be given credit because at the moment we're looking down our noses at some of them squad. Yeah, the people like Cusher absolutely getting all the plaudits, and rightly so. We're almost going now with some of the players. We're not even mentioning the likes of Nunes, who's been absolutely incredible this season, by the way. Nico O'Reilly, quite rightly being spoken about for young player of the year. Haaland, he's had a shit season apparently. He's still scored 30 goals or something this season, and we're considering that's a shit season. Semenyo,
look, but Andy, I think you misconfused. I think you misunderstood what I've said. I'm not saying any of them players. I'm saying the signings we've made in the last 18 months.
What's wrong with them? Go through them.
Signings. Well, Victor Hayes, 35 million out on loan. Yeah, essentially going out on loan again. Echeverri, 15 million. Not good enough. Won't ever be good enough in my eyes.
Do you remember a conversation what I've had with you, and I'm certain I've had it with Elliot, I've said it on the show many times. We questioned Pep when we've not January just gone, January before, when Cushy wasn't even getting on the bench, neither was Nico G, etc., because they was in the stands, and I said part of their education is sitting in the stands and watching when they get their chance what to do. Now Cushy, to his credit, he's absolutely nailed that. He come in and that shirt's his. Nico G, if we didn't have Rodri, Nico G would be playing all season. And quite rightly, he's a little bit pissed off, what Rodri's come in. Because I think in some games, he deserves to start ahead of Rodri, if I'm being brutally honest. But because Rodri's a Ballon d'Or winner, and don't get me wrong, I'm not disrespecting Rodri, but it's almost like we're writing some of these players off, because there was that adage where if Rodri didn't play, we didn't win games. We were smashing games when Rodri wasn't playing, with Nico G in there. And I don't agree with Reinders not being misprofiled either. If anybody who watched Serie A, Reinders is playing exactly the same there. But the difference is he got more time on the ball in Serie A and he was scoring more goals. Where's his bedding in period disappeared to now? Right. Where's it gone? We've seen it with Donna Summer now. It's almost like everyone's getting on Donna Summer's back because they want Trafford in there. We should appreciate we've got two very, very good goalkeepers. Not one's shit, one's good. Both in an ideal world, we've basically got two number ones. And we're fortunate to have two number ones. Now, just because Donnarumma's going through a bit of a dodgy patch, how come all of a sudden that 12-month bedroom period doesn't apply to a goalkeeper? Not you, Martin. I mean, some City fans in general. What exactly are their expectations?
Andy, let me ask you this question then, Andy. I think I've asked you. I'm sure I've asked this anyway before, so you probably already.
Elliot, I love you.
But, yeah, I love you too, mate. But I'm going to ask you a question.
Man, love.
But do you think we replace Kyle Walker and Mahrez?
Mm-hmm. How many times slaughtered Mahrez? How many times did I defend him? Because he didn't track back. He got slaughtered. The difference is our tactics was when somebody got a set piece or a corner, whatever. Mahrez pretty much stayed up on the halfway line. It was a tactic from Edison. Whack it up to the halfway line. Mahrez, best first touch I've ever seen in world football. Controls it, brings players into play. And I'm sorry, I'm not having a pop at Savio, by the way. What lets Savio down a little bit?
Well, he's a young lad, Andy. You can't do that. He's a young lad. He's only been here 18 months.
Well, if you let me explain, no.
Well, just preach what you speak.
This is where I will back Doku, right? And it's different critiquing a player and absolutely going on social media and at whoever and slaughtering them, mate. The difference where Savio needs to wise up a little bit is, and this is where I'll give Doku credit. When Doku loses the ball, he'll run back for it. Savio loses the ball, his arms go up as if to say, "Go on, boys, go and get it for me." That's where he needs to wise up a little bit. Whether he can get out of that, I don't know. Hope so, because it'll be the benefit of us. But we need to be careful what we wish for, because Sterling used to get slaughtered. He used to get absolutely slaughtered. We've not been able to replace him. Mahrez used to get slaughtered. We've not been able to replace him. We need to be careful what we wish for as football fans.
I agree, Andy.
But Andy, let me talk to you about Reinders though, because I feel like his goals is he still scored a lot of goals for us this season, right? He scored 10 plus goals for us, but I'm talking about his press resistance. I'm talking about playing in between the lines.
I'm talking about his physicality. Can he improve on those areas?
Of course he can. He's come from a slower league into the fastest paced league, Ed. So it's and again he needs that time to adjust. You can't just adjust to the Premier League inside a few months. And let's not forget he's been in and out of the team, so he's not that match ready. We've been in all the cup competitions, mate, where we've been playing, not training, playing, not training.
Yeah,
so
go back. Yeah, go back and watch
on the training pitch.
Go back and watch early Rodri. He was nicknamed Plodri. He was
Bernardo as well,
because
Rich.
he'd get the ball. David Silva on David Silva's debut the ball got taken off him every time he took it. And the commentators in David Silva's debut were saying City have dropped a bollock here. He is never going to be able to play in the Premier League. He's not strong enough.
But by the way, none of this is what
number
I
of
ever
months
said.
later.
None of this is what I ever said.
David
never
Silva.
said potential.
Look, he started, Martin.
No, the word
Against
potential
Hull.
never came in.
Yeah.
This is because Tone said the squad right now is better than the treble
Always my
team.
fault.
Yeah, and on
It's not.
Reinders had a game. Which game was it? Was it Fulham or one of the games about 2 months ago where he should have scored 4 goals? He put in 4 brilliant runs, got 4 brilliant chances, and his confidence wasn't there. He missed them, and that's not about him not having the ability to play in the Premier League. He got in brilliant positions 4 times. It was his confidence, and I think his confidence is what Reinders really needs back.
Just to chuck this out, he's just not ready for the pace. Semi-final team against Sheffield United when we beat them 3-0. Yeah. Ortega in goal. Kyle Walker, Emerick Laporte, Akanji, Sergio Gomez, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland. That was our backup team with a lot. There was Edison Diaz, Calvin Phillips, John Stones, Rodri, De Bruyne, Foden, Palmer and Lewis were on the bench.
Can I just put another myth to bed as well? Well, and I keep forgetting to say it on my show as well. I keep seeing all over social media that if Cherky had started all season, would have gone on to win the Premier League. Can I just say that's bollocks? Because when he joined us, he was overweight. He couldn't pass 2 yards, and again, that's adjusting to the Premier League. So what we're seeing now is a phenomenal player in Cherky. He joined us. He wasn't even match fit. So when people say he would have won us the league, go and give your head to wobble. It's not fact.
No, it wasn't pre-planned, Pardo, but it was something we said we were going to touch on. Yeah. Wasn't pre-planned.
So in general, potentially they're going for a treble with a potential side.
Yes. That's why I said if Pep wins this league, it is his greatest achievement. I'm not saying these players are crap. My whole debate was, and this is where I think people have totally.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that one, Martin.
Oh, I think it is.
Arsenal is shit, mate.
Well, yeah.
Do you know how many points we could win the league on?
85.
Right, do you know how many we won against Liverpool?
6.
99.
Well, when we beat Liverpool,
100, 98.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, Liverpool got 99.
Yeah, but the league is better now.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
More competitive.
You think
Okay, more competitive. You don't want to say better. Let's say more competitive.
I can't say it's the biggest bottle because Man United were 8 points clear with 5 games to go and dropped it.
That's right. True.
Yeah.
So really, that is the biggest bottle.
Yeah, but in fairness, United never had the best squad in the whole fucking universe.
So what are you saying, Elliot? Are you saying it's shit? So you're not saying it's 5 or 6 teams?
I think Premier League and English football in general this year has been terrible.
Let me ask the panel a question then. Did any of you, before the ball was kicked at the start of the season, think we was even going to get close to this close to Arsenal, or because I think we all tipped Liverpool.
No,
you actually no.
Go back and look. I tipped Liverpool
fair
with a chance of missing top 4.
No, fair play to you if you did, because I still think we are in that transition. And again, where we are now, I think people's fans' frustration, and we all got caught. And me and Elliot was talking about this the other day. When we got 2 points behind Arsenal, every one of us, including myself, we all got a little bit giddy. And I'm seeing more frustration now. We've dropped off back to 9 points. Yeah, we've got a game in hand. We've got to play Arsenal. I'd rather have the points on the board than have a game in hand or having to play.
So with this team, Andy, with this team, Andy, you think we've overachieved then?
A little bit, yeah. And again, we've got the makings.
You said we win it by 10 points.
Do you honestly thought? And you did my show back out. I did it with tongue in cheek, taking the piss.
I don't know. I don't get invited on your show. You ban me.
We'll start talking sense, and you'll get a slot on. By the way, is that bird? Does he play for Norwich? That bird, I can hear.
Anyway, listen. I just thought with the discussion we could have. Again, I'm not saying the bad.
For what it's worth, everyone might follow when I say this, but I do agree with some of Martin's points. Now, I know people are going to think, fucking hell, what's that about? 'Cause that never happens, but I do agree with some of Martin's points, to be fair.
What points to them, Elliot?
He does have the odd good point.
Although the other shit, Andy, what he thought, Jesus Christ, let's talk about that one. You want to pep out 2 seasons ago, didn't it? Remember when we said that to the new one?
I do think we all got caught up a little bit in when we was 2 points behind and thinking. I think there's more frustration because we've dropped off. I genuinely feel that.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of that. I think there's a bit of that in the stadium as well, in Martin. That's if you're there and you don't leave after 70 minutes.
It stays longer now.
But can I just say, but like Andy said, we're in a transition period. People need to be patient and realise that we're not going to win the league every year at the moment. People wanted a refresh, change it all up. Chickies dropped the ball. So we start changing it and we're writing players off after 12 months or less. Yeah. Let's sell Marmouche, let's sell Nico G. They're not good enough. Reinders isn't good enough. Let's flog them all, get rid, and then we'll spend another 600 million. People are just, there's no patience in football anymore. It's either win now or piss off. Pep, win now. It's pep in, pep out, dependent on the last result.
Hello.
Andy, what do you think of the, and anyone else as well, what do you think of the Anderson signing?
Again, I'm a bit underwhelmed with it because, and I said it in the comments before, one of the best midfields, regarded the best midfield as in the Premier League, is Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson. They're near the bottom, and I know it's a team game, but that is the engine room where games are won and lost in midfield. Yeah. All I see from Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson are the occasional worldy goal. Like Elliot Anderson scored, one against us. Over 90 minutes, I don't see anything better than
what?
I don't see the best midfielders in the Premier League in them two.
They're workhorses, mate. That's what we need. Once Bernardo goes.
But Bernardo's a creative. He's a workhorse now, but he's a creative midfielder, Gov. As is Cherky, as is Foden. We need
as is Reinders. As is Reinders, to be fair,
yeah,
Andy, to add to your point.
We need something.
When he comes good, yeah.
Let's not forget, we've got Nico O'Reilly and Nico Gonzalez, who are ideal for them roles in midfield. Because at the moment, Nico O'Reilly's keeping.
But you've just proved my point, Andy. That's my point. If they've got the faith in Nico G and all this, why are they going after Elliot Anderson and Tonali then? The faith is clearly not there. Because I
don't read the papers, mate. I don't read the papers until I see a signing.
Oh, Andy, you know that's what they're looking at. That's why Elliot Anderson's nearly gone.
Yeah, but Martin, Pep won't play Nico G in the 8. He won't play him there.
That
They
fucking
never get
birthday
in,
man.
Is it? That doesn't even sound loud.
It's about time you had a
Must be
bird on the
really
show
bad.
anyway.
That's nothing.
By the way,
That.
I think Nico G is great. I'm not saying he is, but no one. If the midfielders we had were so great and so good, and we had so much faith in, why did he want to go and spend possibly 150 million on a couple?
Well, Bernardo's going, and so's Kovacic probably.
Kovacic has played 0 minutes.
Well, yeah, but what about
you
Bernardo?
don't bring in
What about Bernardo?
Edison and Tonali are not coming in to play 0 minutes.
Right, Bernardo.
Bernardo, yeah, I'll give you that.
So then we get one in.
Absolutely.
So
I mean,
you
we say sorry.
See.
We say about Anderson and so on, and Gibbs White and that, and Forest this season. Let's not forget though that they were Forest's best players when they were in top 4 for pretty much all the season until the very end. And I think they're still in Europe. I don't.
So,
I think
so
they
the
won.
one season wonders then, Tom.
No, but I think we need to give them credit where it's due as well. It's not just on them. I mean, Forest is run like an absolute bloody madhouse up there. So, look, I quite like him. Elliot Addison, what I've seen of him, I think he'll come in and do quite well. Or obviously, we all hope that's the case. But I think it's harsh to say Elliot Anderson isn't good enough because Forest have had a poor season. I just don't think that's right.
We need somebody who can feed Ireland. That is what we need. Because at the moment, yeah, we've got Cherky. However, we need an alternative from Cherky. I don't mean Cherky doesn't play. I mean everybody's focus at the moment. Opposition players get at Cherky, and we've seen it with Haaland and Semenyo now. Haaland is taking players away and leaving space for the likes of Semenyo to go and bang the goals in. We need a diversion tactics like that. We need somebody to feed him, because we still and factually, and this has been said time and time again, our wingers, barring Semenyo, need. I'm not saying banging goals. They need to create goals and chip in with the assists. Because at the moment, we've got a left back in Nico O'Reilly chipping in with goals. We've got a right back in Nunes chipping in with assists, like Nico O'Reilly's chipping in with goals. We need more than that, because unfortunately we've not got that with Phil this season. Because early on in the season, I think he's still up there with 10.
Yeah,
and that just shows you that we need something else, because Phil's not even really been in the team this season. So we need something else in there, because God forbid we lose Cherky, we're back to square one.
You've got a point, Andy, but if you keep feeding Ireland, like if we're not feeding Ireland, that's why you say goals have got to come from somewhere else. But if we're feeding him,
just to chuck this out, by the way, Nico G since January has played 104 minutes since the 4th of January. Played 104 minutes.
I've played more than that.
Which I think
Reinders since January has played 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 140 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine, Martin. But I'm not really questioning Nico G. Marmouche, because to me, it's still too early.
No, I'm talking Reinders. Elliot Anderson's not coming in to play 140 minutes, mate.
Reinders is the same, but Savinho and Doku, those are the players that should be, and they are being on here. Those are the players that we should be looking at, saying, "Well, you've actually had time and you've done jack shit, and not simply not good enough." Those players are the ones that should be being. Savinho frustrates me because I see something in him even now. I still think he has quality there, and we're just not seeing it for whatever reason. But I still think he's going to be good.
No, again, I'm not going to go at these players. I'm just saying, since January, Reinders and Nico G's minutes have capitulated.
What it is, Martin, it's on the player, really, isn't it? Whether they can sit there and wait for their chance, or they want to move on and play first team football, even with a World Cup year as well. So it's up to the player, really, if they're prepared to sit there.
That's what I'm saying, but is 5 months waiting for you. You shouldn't have to wait 5 months for a chance when we play cup games and league games and all this.
Okay,
Martin,
when
Nico
is
G's
the
not
chance
going to play
coming?
when
Well,
Rodri plays.
that is the same. That is the same argument as Donnarumma and Trafford. If we get
No,
knocked
it's
out of
not.
all the
No, it's
cups
not.
by
Because
January,
one's number one and one's
January,
number two. No, Governor.
yeah,
Governor,
yeah, I
one's
know
number
that,
one and
but
one's
he's sat on
number
the bench
two.
from January.
Yeah, because he's the
we get
number
knocked
three
out of all the
goalie.
cups. Yeah, well, it's the same situation in a way, isn't it? They're all
No,
benched.
nothing like goalies are very different for me. Completely different.
No, Governor's got a very, very valid point. Well, we'd have, if we got knocked out of the cup competitions by January, we'd have
By
an
January?
even more.
But it's
an
like
even
that at any
more.
football club with any goalie.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. You know the treble winning season, Martin?
Yeah.
Name our bench again.
Well, what, the treble winning season?
Yeah. Name the predominant, like the players who were on average on the bench the most.
I had the bench
Alvarez,
for the Champ League final.
Laporte,
Yeah,
Mahrez,
yeah,
Sergio Gomez,
yeah.
Calvin Phillips,
Perone.
Phillips didn't really feature.
Perone, Lewis.
I think we all agree it was a decent bench, don't we? That tells me Pep is very, very good.
You're about
Pep
to
is
prove a point.
Yeah,
the three
Pep
names
is
you
very
mentioned
good
at the beginning.
and keeping outfield players happy on the
Right.
bench.
But again, Andy, let me explain. Owen Cole Palmer. So out the names we said there, Mahrez was on the bench that season a lot, left. Laporte on the season a lot, that's on the bench a lot that season, left.
We have no
Cole
backbone,
Palmer
though.
on the bench that season, left. Julian Alvarez on the bench a lot that season, left. None of them are here.
How long?
Martin, that's why it comes back to the
You
player.
just proved my point.
On the player.
Historically, Pep keeps outfield players happy. Historically,
It's on the player. It's just if he wants to stay or go.
Wait,
It's
we
one
had
of them.
Morris here was here for 5 years. So, right? Like Alvarez was here for 2 years, right? It's not like we're not talking about 12 months.
No, but that's
Yeah, look at Alvarez now.
Going to the bench. The point I'm making is when any player spends a long time on the bench, they get unhappy and they tend to leave.
Yeah.
Alvarez didn't spend a long time on the bench. He wanted to leave. It's exactly like Gov said. If a player wants to leave, Pep will say, "See you later."
Yeah, no, I just think goalies are different because there is a clear number one and a clear number two.
It was just a scenario. Someone sat on the bench for that long.
Yeah, no,
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
what you mean. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. And with a goal there, like if Arsenal had gone out the cups, Capital would never have seen any football.
That's right. Yeah.
That's just the life of a goalkeeper. There's a number one and there's a number two.
Mind you, they would want that anyway.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate situation. Listen, that's my question was basically was because, you know, I hope Randy stays. I hope Nico G stays.
Yeah.
But don't go and spend
Fire alarm.
£150 million on a bunch of midfielders then.
Going to keep our faith in
but then
O'Reilly
you
then. Stay there.
Yeah, but then you don't have the bench, and then we'll be saying the bench is weak.
Elliot Anderson's not coming here sitting on the bench, mate. And now
No, definitely
he's
not.
not coming sitting on a bench.
Okay, then.
Nico G is.
Who's to say Elliot Anderson's coming in, not coming in to replace Rodri?
No, I think he does the Pinaro job.
I think that's why Tonali are coming. I think Tonali are coming if Rodri goes.
But we're assuming these players will want to join us.
I thought that had gone that with Tonali.
Yeah, but Elliot Anderson does want to join us. That's public knowledge now.
But I don't give a shiny shit what anyone says. That one of the biggest pulling factors for some of these players, especially at this era now, is because of Pep Guardiola. They all want assurances if Pep is staying or going. If Pep's going at the end of the season, you'll get players who go, nah, I'll go somewhere. I'll go somewhere else. And let's not underestimate the pulling power.
Depends if it's company and
Anyway, right, we're going to move on because I think we've done that one to death.
He's sending me fucking TikToks of fucking company speech. It's what?
I've had Elliot bubbling. I sent him Vinny Company's
hell,
speech. His last home game. Well, his
Put a
last
bit
ever
of timber
game.
on, hasn't he, Company? Did you notice that? He's put a bit of timber on.
Fuck off, you. Nothing up. We put a bit of timber on.
Yeah.
You'd love to put timber on your head.
You'd like to
Cold
put
hair.
timber on your head from Arsenal, but that's another story.
Anyway, semi-final of the FA Cup's been announced Saturday. What was the date again?
25th.
25th of April, 5:15 kickoff. Me and Tone will be there. Luke will be there. Tone and Luke will be in the Southampton end. Cheering on
They
the
sod off.
show.
City end, thank you. I don't know about
Fucking
Luke,
shit
but
time for us.
City end.
Also, just to let you know, I've had it confirmed. We're going to get the City Trust on next week. I've been in touch with Nick, who's top lad, who's chair. We're going to get them on next week to go through it all. That is now confirmed, which is great. Don't forget, introductory offer, £5 is available still for the fans, by the fans is the slogan. But as I say, we're back to league action. Chelsea on Saturday, Rich. Been having a look at the Chelsea record. Do you know we haven't lost to Chelsea since 2021?
Oh, here we go. Thanks.
All right, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, here we go, Mike. Put the hoot.
He said it now.
If we lose the league now, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I get blamed for anything, mate.
Oh, that bloody birds.
How are you feeling about it, Rich? Chelsea on Sunday.
I think I've felt for a while if we beat Chelsea, we go on and win the league. If we don't, then the league's over. I think it's absolutely. I think it's a huge game. I think we beat Chelsea, and we basically go into Arsenal on a run of beating Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. I think we'll go in really confident on a really good run against Arsenal, and we beat Chelsea. We then beat Arsenal. I think that's huge pressure on Arsenal. They've seen us go away. By far the hardest game either team's got left, other than playing each other. But it's a difficult game to call. Like, we outplayed them at home for 70 or 60, 70 minutes. Weak second half. We let them back in. We let them get a point. They're a team who, in the last 12 months, they've looked like world champions and they've looked like a relegation team. So they are so uncertain. Enzo's dropped for the game. Who's with Casado, I think they're probably the two most effective players. Maybe a fit Reece James with them. And Enzo's not playing because he's dropped on disciplinary reasons because he did a bit of a Rodri. Yeah. And yeah, so I've got to think we're going to win. It's going to be 2-1, something like that. Got to think we're going to win because everything depends on it. We lose the titles.
Potentially, Rich. They could be 12 points in front by the time before we play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we lose the season
or draw
the league, if we don't win, the league's over. I've got no doubt. But I actually think the flip side of that is if we do win, that puts pressure on Arsenal. It gives us such a boost going into the Arsenal game that suddenly we could suddenly be 3 points behind Arsenal with a better goal difference than them, and that's going to make games so hard for them, knowing just one slip up and we're there to take it. So I think it's fascinating, but it's a massive game, biggest game of the season.
Definitely, it's huge. But I think that if we win our next two, which is Chelsea, Arsenal, I think we'll win the league. I think if we win the rest of our games, we will absolutely win the league because Arsenal are definitely dropping more points. I have no doubt about that. And people have said about Enzo Fernandez not playing. I've just seen that him and his agent have apologised. So you watch their manager do a bloody U-turn. I mean, I don't care if he plays or not, to be honest. But I bet you he'll be bloody playing in that game now that they've come out.
He's overrated anyway, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think we'll win. I think we'll win 4-1. I went that the other day.
Is it
I'm
true
sticking with it.
Caicedo's out, or is that just a rumour?
That's wishful thinking.
God,
Yeah.
you've got a right hard one for bloody Caicedo, you, haven't you?
I respect a very good player.
You love a bit of Caicedo.
Yeah, I respect a very good
He
player.
is a very good player, Caicedo. As an out-and-out six,
He's a bit overrated. He's a bit overrated, I won't lie. He's no Rodri.
Listen to the guy who wanted Zubamendi.
It's a harder game, isn't it?
I didn't want Zubamenda.
You did. I remember you in the summer.
Zubamendi.
I remember you in the summer.
Injured. Is Odegaard injured? Is he?
Yeah, he got injured the other night.
That's
No,
bad news.
I'm just looking now. Chelsea were on a good run. Now they've just lost the last 3 on the bounce. I know
they're going to win.
Beat Wales 7-0. But for me, I'm going to be honest, it's a must-win game. If we want to have any kind of sort of remnants into his title race at all,
we've got to win every game. Every game.
Win our bus. Yeah. Win our bus.
Yeah.
There is no room for manoeuvring in this game.
That's right.
I think if we finish the season with more points than Arsenal, we'll win the league, you know.
Oh, thanks very much, Sherlock.
I'm very astute, mate.
You give it watching numbers as well, Andy.
I think Sunday's about what we do. I don't really care what Chelsea are doing. If I'm being honest, if we've got that little, I'd like to think, touch wood, we've got that little bit about us now. Like we say, we've gone into the League Cup final. We've destroyed Arsenal. We went in against Liverpool and absolutely destroyed them. We seem to be clicking now. And again, the factor is what the coincidence in there. We only changed Mark Gay to come in for Liverpool from the and we're starting to pick that same 11 week in, week out again now. Like I said earlier, and that will see us through either very, very close to catching Arsenal or actually catching Arsenal. I don't want to keep saying that.
Is this one of our toughest games?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think there's more pressure on Chelsea in this game than us. Because of all the politics, what's going on with Rossini and that, and what's happening with
listening to Chelsea fans, they're not confident at all.
I know, but I don't read into that, Governor, because we've been down this road before and we should have won. We should have gone to West Ham and battered them, remember. We should have done this. We should have beat Forest at home. I've heard all this before. Big up the LB Raiders. If you're over from LB, thank you for the raid. I've heard all this before. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Do you honestly think it's about what we do on Sunday?
Do you think I'm changing on Sunday? Before everyone comes at me, is Donna for Trafford.
No, you bloody shit stirrer.
Martin, why'd you go there?
I can't just, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore it now and just say A for B. I can't.
But Donnarumma plays in the league. That's it. He plays the league games. There's no debate.
Yeah, and like Martin, are you saying Trafford should play?
Oh.
Are you saying Trafford should start?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he was. I misunderstood.
I'm of the opinion. If Trafford starts on Sunday, I won't be bothered. I'd be comfortable with that.
We're back in.
If Donna Summer starts, it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter what keeper starts on Sunday. I will be comfortable with either one of them starting.
Yeah, true.
I'm just telling you who's going to start, Andy. That's all.
ITK Martin.
So that's the only change.
I remember when Tone used to be the king of ITKs. It's you now, isn't it, mate?
No, I get my from Tone. Tone's my source.
No, sod off.
I'm keeping the same 11. I'll get it. I mean, for me, I think. Does it change? By the way, Crystal Palace game is now God knows when that is, because they're virtually in the semi-final. So there's going to be no date coming up for the Palace game at any point. So
Everyone's got
the end of
semis.
April, I think.
Everyone's got semis these days. I'm really jealous.
yeah, and none of them need a blue pill like you. Anyway, Chelsea, 6 in the league. They've still got aspirations to reach. Obviously, now it's top 5. With Arsenal winning the other day, the top 5 was confirmed. So small graces and that. Chelsea are 1 point off the top 5. They still got a lot to play for. They're going to want to go. And I didn't realise bloody Brentford was so close and Everton was so close to the top 5, you know.
But that's what I said about Chelsea. There's more pressure on Chelsea than there is on us on Sunday because of that very reason, what you just said. If they don't finish in the Champions League positions this season, mate, that has implications for their spending and everything. Consider,
I think they'll have to sell. I think they'll have to sell if they don't make Champions League. So I'm totally with you on that, Andy.
I think they might have to sell anyway. 350
potentially,
million loss.
Yeah.
Would you get Caicedo, Rich?
What if Rodriguez?
Yeah, definitely then.
Do we count Burnley away as a game in hand? Yes, but well,
would you take Esteval?
Kind of.
Definitely, mate.
Esteval for who?
But you name any winger, he's better than any of his wingers.
Savio.
Better than Semenyo.
Martin, are Elliot and Rich playing FIFA here or what? We can't.
Elliot.
I prefer PES, me, Andy. I prefer PES over FIFA, Andy.
I said that to him earlier, and that's the exact answer I got on him off the phone. I prefer PES.
Esteban, he's only a kid. He's only a kid.
Elliot, so what's
That's all you get.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's one player I think has been majorly hyped up to something.
What, and you haven't actually got up?
Esteban.
Oh.
I've got a question for Elliot, if you don't mind, panel. Elliot, what happened to your boy Echeverri? He's fell off the cliff.
Well, he got 0 minutes the other day against Villarreal. 0 minutes.
Same as me. I'm as good as Echeverri.
Who fell off a cliff?
Echeverri.
Was never given a chance.
What's happened to him? Your boy Echeverri.
He's got good stats, mate. Have you seen him?
Ed, can you send your prediction in the group chat? Has it all gone quiet? I only said send your prediction and it's all gone quiet.
Hey, can I say Chelsea get Chelsea get away with it, I think, we were just saying about this being a bigger game for Chelsea, and Andy's probably right. But they get away with it. No one gives them any shit, despite spending $2 billion on a bang average squad and sat in 6th or wherever they are, 5th or whatever. Some teams just get away with it. Yeah.
Completely agree. It shows how good that Maresca fellow were. What job he did.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Tone, a question. Exactly what you're on about Chelsea. Do you know, like the fine what they've recently got, and they blame the former chairman and owner? Can't we blame 115 on Frank Shinawatra?
Yeah,
fine. By the way, I'm putting Tones down as well. Should have put Aussies down as
well.
Yeah, because he's not going to.
Right. Well, I don't.
Chelsea have got charges pending as well.
God,
I read that they've got. They're still looking at 42 million went missing, paid to 5 unlicensed agents. Charges pending.
Look at these scores here. 2-0. See, I like that one. I've gone for a similar one. 4-0. Ash has gone. It's easy saying done. Ash has gone 3-2. Bournemouth. We're not doing Bournemouth predictions. Sean has gone 5-3 City. So you're expecting a good game. Andy's just come up with a silly one. 7-0. What score? Are you going on Sunday, Elliot?
I am. Yeah, you.
No.
Oh, what are you doing, pal?
Oh, that's great. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win.
He's what?
He's doing a watch along.
surely it can't be the same person that you slag people off for doing that stuff, no?
I was the original watch along person.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I don't.
Tony's going to do a watch along, but the stream will end after 70 minutes.
Oi!
What's that? What's that? Because your season ticket is your remote control, so get in your box.
I'll still do more minutes there than you.
I bet you won't.
He's got you, Martin. You've been
Hey, listen, I'll be at Wembley. Are you going to Wembley, Elliot?
Southampton, small team, probably not.
Look at the arrogance.
Oh, the arrogance there. Christ.
Arrogance.
I am in the Southampton end.
Same, Andy. Cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
Me and Tony will be at the semi-final.
Yeah.
We be at the final, Martin.
Always time for the semi.
Martin, we be at the final.
Yeah, no, I might be away.
Oh, bit arrogant, assuming we've already beaten Southampton, innit?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, if we do get to the final, I will be away, but I'm not looking past Southampton. They got a belting win at Wrexham the other night. 5-1, belting win, 16 unbeaten. I'm not putting Southampton. I'm not looking past Southampton right now.
You just said you're going to the final.
No, he didn't, Andy. He didn't. He said, I might be away.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. So you're away for the last game of the season, Martin?
No, but right, hang on, no.
Oh, no. He don't believe. No,
I'll explain. My great niece, Holy Communion, is on the last day of the season. My great niece, my nephew's daughter is having a Holy Communion on the last day of the season against Villa. So I've been given an invite, and now I've got to decide family first or City Villa.
See, if somebody had have asked me that question, I'd have answered it by my former niece.
So I've got to decide whether it's family or I'll go and watch City potentially say goodbye to somebody.
Why don't you do both?
Because it starts at 2 p.m, the communion.
Selfish little fuckers, aren't they?
Who are you saying goodbye to? Your niece? Who are you saying goodbye to, Martin, your niece?
Bernardo.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'll be saying bye-bye to my niece. I'm going to football.
I thought he meant goodbye to his niece.
I wonder, Andy, are you there on the last game of the season, mate, or you're not going?
I've still got a ticket available, mate.
Have you? Why don't you go, mate? You'll be the second ball person in the stand, but the other one will be his next manager.
Yeah.
You're loving a bit of Maresca, aren't you, Elliot?
Yeah, you've done a good job at Chelsea, haven't you, Martin?
I thought you preferred mascara, Elliot.
You thought I prefer what, mate?
Guy I want.
That's another story.
Everyone knows the guy I want if Pep does go.
Yeah, Maresca, you told us.
No, Xavi.
You told me different on the phone earlier.
Xavi Alonso. No, what I said was, if it is Maresca, I will back him when he's here.
He didn't. He said he wants
Maresca. Yeah.
Why is no one talking about Luis Enrique anyway? He's leaving at PSG at the end of the season.
Who says so?
Him.
No, he didn't.
He did.
When?
Said it last night. Last night.
He said he's leaving.
I know he did shit, but I just like Xavi Alonso. I like him, Sean.
What do you like about him? His hair?
He is a sexy.
Well, what about the job? But he did a great job with Leverkusen.
He's a suave little stud. He's old Alonso.
Maresca did a great job with Leicester and Chelsea, though, Ton.
I've got a feeling that they're going to give.
World champions.
I think they're going to give it a ridiculous contract to Pep.
Do you think
it won't be company? Because I'll tell you now, Ash. You know where I could see company going? Should I say it, Elliot? What
I'm not saying out.
Earlier?
I'm not saying out.
I could see company going into Real Madrid.
It was there in midweek.
No, as the manager, you take.
So where do you reckon if Enrique's not going to City, where's he going? Chelsea, United,
Barca.
Arsenal.
Do you want to know my theory? Do you want to know my theory? He's going to
take. They won't come Premier League.
is going to take a year out, because let's not forget, and I'll be serious here, one of his daughters died, so I think he wants a little bit of time out, and this is just my opinion. Pep's last season, next season, straight swap over continuity.
What do you mean, Andy? Enrique?
Yeah. I don't mean a glazy ass, I'm on about Lewis.
Nah.
What happens if we win the treble under this season?
Jesus, Governor, what's just flown over your head?
Plane.
That's not a pelican.
A plane.
No, he's laughing at you,
There
man.
we go.
It's the Black
I think
Rose
I know
against
this might sound
Michael.
crazy, but I think he probably goes United if he doesn't stay.
Nah, no chance. Why would anyone want to go United?
Anyway, can we get back to Chelsea? How have we gone
Why
from
would
Chelsea
anyone want? Why would anyone want to?
Rich, come on, you're looking bored. I need to get you involved there.
Let's speak about Doku. We'll be straight up for it.
Or
I
Stones.
mean,
He loves
I
Johnny
think
Stones.
Or Stones.
It's interesting. It's interesting that Enrique's said he's,
I didn't mean
you
the
know,
new manager.
saying he's coming to the Premier League next season. That's interesting. You know, so
Who would you have, Rich?
who would I have as that? Well, I always wanted Vinny, but I just don't see Vinny leaving Bayern at the minute.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I
always
do.
wanted Vinny.
I'm gonna put my neck out there. I'm thinking real. Because they need a manager.
He's an interesting character, Vinny, because you know what they don't need is a Real Madrid never have a coach, never have a real coach. They have a motivational figure who can manage big personalities, and Vinny's he's a bit of both, isn't he? I think he's a manager who can kind of do that Ancelotti kind of big personality thing, but also can coach. Whereas I think, you know, your Alonso's, your Enrique's, possibly even your Peps are real coaches. They're about tactics, about playing. They'd never fit Real, but maybe Vinny could. I mean, if it's not going to be Vinny, then, you know, Enrique, you know, I rate Alonso as a manager as well. I think both of them could come and see a job. I mean, Enrique maybe.
Maresca, guys. It's going to be Maresca.
But Rich, I'll throw one into the pot for you. Then I would prefer. There's no way we're going to get Vinny straight away. Not a chance. I can see Enrique, but the implication for that.
Sorry, Andy.
Donna Summer
Sorry
going.
to interrupt you, Andy. Tone has to shoot, and I know he wants to say goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
See you later.
See you later, Tom.
See you on the watch along, mate. Big up.
Yeah.
See you later.
I've got to drop in 5 as well. So.
Yeah. So,
See you, Tom.
Rich, I don't know if you caught that, Rich, because they had a big fallout, Donna Summer and Enrique didn't get PSG. So there could be an implication there.
Well, but we're all 50-50 happy with Trafford anyway. So,
I'm more than happy with Trafford.
I think Trafford will be gone in the summer, mate.
Unless we get Enrique.
Yeah.
I wonder what Carson's doing.
That is come out, by the way, apparently, according to Marco tonight. I've just looked at it on Twitter. Pep says, according to Marco, which says it all, by the way, Pep is due to make a decision in the final week of the season. So what I joked about with Elliot earlier, I said he's going to do it with the bloody microphone in his hand on the pitch on the last game. He'll just announce it. Bye, all.
Adios, amigos.
Mic drop and go.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen someday. But if my theory's right, I think it will be Enrique who replaces him.
Right. These are the predictions for Chelsea. I've gone for a 3-1 win. Pat has gone for a 3-1 win. Ozzy has gone for a 3-1 win. Rich has gone for a 2-1 win. And Ed's the only one who's gone for a clean sheet 2-0.
I think Ed's more likely to be right there.
3-0 for me.
Yeah,
What do you think, Ander?
2-2. Two for Turkey, 2 for Ireland. No, 2 for Turkey, 2 for Ireland.
All right, okay. Elliot?
4-3.
Who 2?
Are you in the lower or the upper? Are you in lower or upper?
Cherky lower. Cherky 3. Cushion of 1.
That means he's got high points because they give the lower out first.
Or maybe I just know people at the club who give me tickets for free.
Elliot's a proper IT guy.
Sorry, Anna. Sorry, Anna.
Oh, you love that, don't you?
Pep got him the tickets.
Shh, Andy.
Yeah. Don't forget, Cole Palmer's a Ballon d'Or potential player, so yeah, clean sheet. Connor's gone for the same prediction as me and Pat. They are destroying our club. Who are?
Oh.
Who's destroying our club?
Means Viana.
All right. Only have just arrived. He told you his Southampton starting 11.
It means Pep, sorry. It meant Pep, I think.
No, listen, I think Chelsea, I think Rossini's a funny one because I don't rate him as a manager. Yeah. I think he's a poor manager.
I think he is a funny one. Everyone's laughing at him.
I think he's a gamble. I think he's a manager that likes to look good. I'm not impressed with the way Chelsea play. I'm not impressed with the way Chelsea are run. People talk about basket case. Big up, Rich.
See you later, Rich.
Mate. I'll be straight with you. Chelsea are literally the basket case of a football club for me.
Do you think the team's good, Martin?
No, I don't rate the team at all.
So you think Maresca will go manager? 2 trophies with him?
I'm not going to include the pre-season, the post-season tournament.
Did we not want to win that?
No, I don't think we did.
Bullshit. So why did we turn up then?
Why was we?
You want to win everything.
We were on the beach playing beach ball. Even Pep said he wasn't.
That's
that
good.
bothered.
That's team bonding.
Ryan's in the 6. Stop it.
That's team bonding.
He's playing
Why did we turn up?
CDM. We wanted to
why did we
win
turn
it.
up? Why did we turn up?
Because we had to. We had an obligation.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
We didn't.
You're very disrespectful, you Martin. Say where you come from. Say where we've been. Say where we used to be back in the mud, back in the day. You're very disrespectful.
Didn't want to be there.
Very disrespectful.
Didn't you want that badge on your shirt for the next 4 years?
Oh yeah, that tells you a lot about the tournament.
I tell you what, Martin, you wouldn't have coped with this club pre-2009 before you started supporting us.
So, yeah, of course it was that Robinho signing, Andy, what did it for him. I saw him down on Sky Sports with his dildo in his hand.
Anyway, listen, Sanchez and goal, don't rate. Gusto, good player. Fofana's not bad. Cucurella's good. Lavia, nah. Caicedo, he's good, not great. Pedro Neto, nah.
Who's not great?
I don't think Caicedo's anywhere near as good as you think he is.
Oh my God.
He's a top
Enzo
player.
Fernandez obviously won't be playing. Cole Palmer, falling off a cliff. João Pedro up front, nah. I think Mamouchi's better. And then their bench, Adebayor, Estevao, Sugo, Delap, nah thanks. Garnacho, no thanks. Star, no thanks.
Did you just say Adebayor?
No thanks.
Adebayor, is he back?
Adebayor. No, I'm sorry. I am totally with LB on this. Chelsea are one of the most overrated football teams on this league.
So answer me a question then.
So back to my point. So Maresca did a good job then.
So answer me a question then, boys.
Yeah.
Right. So Chelsea, in your words, and I agree with you, by the way, Martin. Chelsea had a basket of a football club, yeah?
Mm.
So are Nottingham Forest, but everyone wants Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson. So why wouldn't we go for something like Caicedo?
All right, then where did we buy Nathan Aki from, Ander?
Love that, Ander.
Where did we buy Nathan Aki from, Ander?
Nathan Aki was at Chelsea. In fairness to Andy's
point. Sorry, Ander, where did we buy Nathan Aki from?
Nathan Aki was at Chelsea, Martin. First time for Bournemouth.
No, he was relegated with Bournemouth. One of our greatest.
It was at Chelsea.
We bought him from Bournemouth.
Right.
We did buy
Where did you get Gay from?
Just because they're from a team that are relegated, don't make them a bad signing.
No, my point is, everyone's saying that. Or
point's wrong.
Chelsea. there's players who play for Chelsea what would be fantastic signings for us, i.e. a Casado or even an Enzo for instance. Yeah. We could
I don't want that racist idiot anywhere near my football club, thank you.
It doesn't matter what you want. Pep doesn't come to you, does he, and say, Martin,
do you want a racist idiot in our football?
Would you take Reece James,
Absolutely not. I'm just giving you examples of good footballers.
Would you take Reece James, Martin?
Yeah.
We could have bought Enzo Fernandez for £6 million and we said no. Tells you a lot.
Martin, would you take Reece James?
Yes, but he's injury prone. That's my major issue with him.
Would you take Estevao?
No, don't think he's.
What, you won't take Estevao over Savio and Doku?
I think Semenyo's better.
Martin, would you take Livramento from Newcastle?
No, he's got cheese strings as hamstrings.
You told me you would earlier.
I can pull you to task on that. I totally agree with you. Everyone raised on.
No, as we said, I think Mateus Nunes has been one of, if not the best right back in the league this year.
Big shout out to me and Andy on that one for sticking by him from the shit times.
I've always stuck by Mateus Nunes. My name ain't Alan.
You slagged him off last year.
My name ain't Alan. Don't lie.
Would you take him up as a backup for Ireland?
Who?
Would you take him up as a backup for Haaland?
I did like Delap, but I think, you know where Delap needs to go? Newcastle, somewhere like that.
No chance. Chris Wood. No, to be fair, we've already got a backup for Ireland. Semenyo down the middle, mate.
Anyway, right. Last few comments. Mute the jungle. Oh, sorry, I've missed Bebo's super chat. My bad. But thank you again, Bebo, for 4.99. You legend, Martin. It's only your niece. Not like it's a close relative city over anything.
Absolutely.
It's a good point, but I think my brother will kill me though, Bebo. My brother will not be happy if I miss it.
No, you kill him first.
So, but big up, Bevo. Thank you so much, mate, for your very kind generosity this evening. And I do hope you do get well quick and you get back on that in my lifetime. You're always welcome on here, mate, as you know. BB, spot on, mate. Nunes. Mute the jungle. Oh, bit harsh. Bit harsh. When you going to ring me anyway? You're always bloody busy nowadays, you.
Who, me?
I'm muted the jungle.
No, Super Sitter.
No, it should be mute Martin, not the jungle.
You mute me. There's no show. Who's going to Wembley then? Yes, I'm going to Wembley. I'm going to Wembley. I'm going on my own as well.
I bet I'm home before you.
Do you want a lift, Martin?
Yeah, you're offering one.
Yeah, you coming out to Scotland then on the Friday?
Oh, Scotland? Why would I go all the way to Scotland to come all the way back?
Because that's where I am, so I'm not picking you up.
What are you doing in Scotland?
Oh, business.
Are you still there?
No, I'm not there at the minute.
Scouting for Pep.
I'm scouting for...
right now, we would only be the signing we would need, assuming we don't sell half the squad in the meantime. Bernardo, farewell. Yeah. I'm going off Tino, expensive, and Nunes. Exactly. I don't think Tino's better than Nunes.
By the way, if Livramento joins us, he will be a replacement for John Stones to keep the physios busy.
Oh, that's a good shout, that. And not only that, big thing with Newcastle fans. One thing to let Newcastle fans under, they said he can't overlap. He's no good going forward. So what's the point in having a fullback who can't go forward?
Liam can delap.
Rather have Gunner on the bench and delap. He's awful. Totally with you. See, I do have some standards.
What about me?
What about you? I wouldn't have you in the stand. That's why I'm glad we got rid of you.
I'm hurt now.
There was a party when you left. There was a big banner up saying, thank God he's gone.
What time did they put it up?
Did you put it up,
5
Andy?
minutes before I left.
And did you put it up?
That's a bit personal.
Andy spends his life going in with banners in that stadium underneath his coat.
I did my bit for everyone. Hey, I did my bit for all you lot before my swan song before.
So did I. I filmed it, didn't I?
Yeah, you fucking missed half of it though, and it was a big banner.
I thought you were gonna fucking leave that late, that early.
That late? You're right there.
His head's gone.
Do you know what? You lot take the piss out of disabilities. It's wrong. You're just wrong.
Did you say that?
Just
Martin,
trying to
genuine
avoid
question.
you. Cheeky
Did you stay in
bastard.
9320?
What?
Did you stay in 9320 or did you go? Genuine
Yes,
question.
'cause I wasn't disabled back then.
Oh, is that why you're running around on the pitch, knee sliding?
Yeah, I was then. No, I got diagnosed with spinal stenosis in 2021.
That's because you're sliding on your knees on the pitch where you shouldn't be on.
CCTV footage of you, Martin.
Self-inflicted. Cup double daddy.
His autism and disability. It is progress.
I thought you had stupidity, not fucking anything else.
Governor, your background looks great. You know what? Sadly, Andrew, that's a real background. That's the life he's living. I wish that wasn't just a background.
It looks cold, to be fair.
I know.
I'm just going to look at this, Governor. Look at that. Look at it. Put it the other way. Can you do it the other way, Governor? Show us the other way.
Where's all birds at?
I'll show you the other way. How do I change it?
Turn around. No, not the.
Hey, up.
Put it landscape. You take not actually. It's like talking.
Oh, it won't go. It won't do it. I'm not that techie.
He's not
Turn
techie.
it around, and he literally turned his body around.
He's not jerky. He's not techie.
I'm not techie.
Governor, I didn't know you lived in Longsight.
That was the greatest thing I've ever seen. That.
It's like watching
What do you mean?
Yeah, it don't matter now. No,
Governor, slow down. It's like watching Doku. This you're giving me whiplash.
Right, hang on. I'm going to get us all back on. Oh, there we go. Right. I can't believe you just done that. Turn it around, Governor. So he turned the phone around.
Ash wants to
I've got nowhere to press here.
Ash wants to see the bird.
Governor, that's showing your age, that, mate.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Loving the City Cup.
There's no button on it.
Nice
It's all
that
right,
City.
son. That's how hard he's worked.
In that cup, nice.
That's
Do you know
the old
anybody
one.
yourself then?
More movement than Jack. Show the damn bird. There's that. The birds are all round him, Ash.
Yeah, all around me.
Lucky man.
Cockatoos, Salars, Rosellas, Kookaburras.
Yep.
Have you had a cockatoo there?
There's a cockatoo here, yeah.
I exited myself out of that, man.
That was best part show, that.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a really good laugh. Enjoyed it tonight. Again, please send all your love to Ozzy. Ozzy is not very well at the minute, and we wish him all the best. Don't know when he'll be back. But we send him all our love. Please make sure you do. If you're with him on Instagram, please send him your love. Thank you to Governor for joining us from the Maldives. No, he's not in Melbourne. He's not in Melbourne.
Harvey Bay, Queensland.
He's in Queensland. Isn't that where that crocodile is with the box? Where you get in that glass box?
Hurry up, your answer. He's talking about a crocodile there. Hurry up and make it snappy. You reply.
No, yeah. That's beautiful one day. Great one day, beautiful the next year.
Bit like Manchester in the last 24 hours.
Thank
you, Ed, for joining us, mate. Ed's been out walking the dog, and then he's in and he's out. He's all over the
Yeah, no, I'm here. Big up the chat. Big up
Ed
the
gets
panel,
the same weather as me.
Big game on the weekend. Hope you guys tune into the watch along. With Martin, I'm pretty sure he'll have some other people hopping on with him.
Does that mean you're not joining us?
What's this?
Andy,
What is this?
Andy, are you joining, Andy?
Is this a vet show? We've got birds, dogs, crocodiles. It's like watching wildlife on one.
But hey, man, don't forget to hit the likes and subscribe if you like the channel, man. Hey, man, you gotta laugh, man. It's been a great show tonight. Been a good one.
We've been pumping the content to you all week.
Sorry, what?
No, we have. We've literally, you've had Blues Down Under, you've had Stateside Blues, you've had Oil Brothers. There's been a show every single night this week.
This is the new After Dark.
All that pumping, you're gonna have a bad back, you.
Governor than you, Steve Irwin. Thank you, Elliot, for joining us. Elliot, can I ask you a question? When you've been on the last couple of shows, there's been no Simon Easton and there's been no Martin Nash. Where are they?
Fucking Jesus, that's fucking killed me.
Why is
What was
Martin
it?
Nash and Simon Easton not here when you're on the screen?
Who?
Simon Easton and Martin Nash have not been on the channel in the comments since you've been on the
Simon
screen.
Mash has not been on the comment. Is
Martin
that what
Mash.
he said?
Martin
Martin
Nash.
Mash. Who the fuck's Martin Mash?
Yeah, you've got a good point there, Martin.
Yeah, have you noticed that as well, Governor, lately?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Don't know who Martin Mash is.
You know who Simon Easton is?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
He's your booking docs account. I'm brother good new governor. No, it's been a good laugh. No, Simon and Martin are watching. I hope you join us soon, guys. Martin is wrong.
They're doing comments.
Martin is wrong. Thank you for joining us. Andy's gone.
Oh, sorry. What I was trying to multitask there, mate. Sorry.
He was putting in comments, Martin Mash.
What for this?
Martin Mash. Do you know Martin Mash is under?
Martin Nash and Simon Easton.
Martin. Unbelievable.
Can I just say massive thank you again to SOS Ballet and Bevo for the very kind £20, mate, over the super chats. We do appreciate the support and the love on the channel.
Oi, Martin, you doing a space? Oi, Martin, you doing a space?
Sorry,
I'm asking you a question.
If it works, I'll do
Don't do
it.
it,
Don't forget on
I can't get your work done.
4:30, join me and Tone. Hopefully, Pulper. City must win. Chelsea versus City watch along. We'll be live from 4
Martin,
p.m.
cancel it quick. Quick, take it off. Quick, take it off. Quick, take it off.
Wow.
You're gonna get done for that.
A question before you go, Martin. I forgot to ask you this. Serious question.
You're gonna get done for that, Martin.
Done for what?
I don't know, Martin. What would you prefer? 2 thumbs on each hand or 2 big toes on each foot?
Anyway, big up, Paul. Smash those
Martin.
likes on the way out. We've had over 300
Martin,
likes today.
I'm being genuinely serious. I'd take that off if I were you.
Why? It's only got the background of Stamford
It's
Bridge.
Adidas. It's Adidas. They're not sponsored by Adidas anymore.
No, it's Nike.
No, it's not. In the corner where the away fans sit. It's Adidas.
Oh shit! Oh, good point.
And by the way, just AI it,
Good
mate.
point. Thank you for that.
I got MCFC 9320 podcast.
Got good eyes there, Elliot.
What have you got? Have you got anything coming up, you and Paddy?
Sorry. Sunday 7 o'clock.
Can I come on, Andy?
Yeah, you're welcome to come on, Gov. Ed, Elliot, you're welcome. Come on, guys.
7.
Nice one,
7.
mate. Cheers, pal.
It's like 5 in the morning for me, that.
He's only doing it, Gov, because I've been asking to go on for weeks.
You telling me there's a 2 hours difference from me to Longside? Not a chance.
He won't let me on. Right, yeah, we might do a space. Big up, Paul. As always, we'll see you Sunday. Take care, and as always,
Come on, boys. Come on.
is there anyone live now I can send you to?
I'm going live.
Is there anyone for a redirect?
How'd you do that?
No,
I'm not as popular.
I've got to work now.
No, there's nobody live. No, everyone's been lazy tonight.
There is Martin.
Oh,
They call them
big stick.
AFTV.
I'll take you to the
AFTV, they
big
call it.
six.
Yeah, oh, Mark Goldridge is live. Send them all to him.
Tell you what we'll do. We'll take you to the big six, so you can go and enjoy a bit of big six action.
No, no thanks. I'd rather trap my bollocks in a car door. But hey, have a good week, all.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Gosh.
Oh, I'm still
Come
on.
on, boys.
Right, I want you to put Mankway Raid in the old big six as we send you over there.
What are we putting? Wankway what?
Mankway Raid. Take care, all.
You know, I can't.
You need a hearing aid.